Okay, what are 3 ways to accelerate this spiritual growth journey? I can say the first big way is that you accept where you're at right now. Don't try to be higher or more spiritual or more evolved than where you're at right now. That's a big trap. That's worse. That's one of the worst defects of character, actually, because one can stay asleep a lot longer if they're doing that because it's subtle than if they were like stealing candy bars from a store. See, because that's going to have consequences at some point. Or if you're lying to somebody, you're lying to people. Because then if you have friends and you keep lying, or a partner, they're gonna get upset, or they're gonna feel bad, or you're gonna hurt them, and then they're your friend, so you're gonna feel hurt. So there's some tangible consequence. But this spiritual ego thing, where you like pretend to be higher than you are, I mean, people can catch you out, but a lot of times they don't say anything. They're just like, okay, let them stay in fantasy land, you know. So you accept where you're at, you surrender to this natural process, law of evolution, and you at the same time you do the best you can do. You do inventory and you look and you see, where can I improve? If you hurt somebody, you go make amends. And you do like that, you know. But don't don't try to be something you're not. Authenticity, that already, that's spiritual growth. You know, what okay. My other channel, Beyond the Alchemy, Semen Retention. A lot of guys keep beating themselves up because, let's say they get 6 months. They haven't watched anything on the internet or masturbated or lusted too hard after women, etc. They get 6 months, energy's really strong because they've been preserving their energy. And then all of a sudden they start looking at things on the internet a little bit, or they go out in public and they start undressing girls in their mind, and then they beat themselves up. They're like, damn it, why did I do that? Like, I shouldn't do that. But yet they're compelled by the energy to do it. Why I can't, what's going on? Or if it's a woman and she's trying to use her looks to get attention from guys, but she wants to stop doing that. So she makes an effort to stop doing that, but then she does it again. She's with their friends. She can't, you know, they become girls and they do what they do sometimes, and then they, but then she feels guilty or something because she's like, I want to stop doing that. I'm supposed to stop doing that. You accept that that's part of the process. This is look, I've said it before and I'll keep saying it. It's a paradoxical thing, balance. You try as hard as you can to do the best you can do. At the same time, you relax about it and understand it's an evolutionary journey. There is no perfect human personality or form. There's always going to be some subtle idiosyncrasy or some little thing that, you know, that we do that can be considered a shortcoming, etc. There's no perfection in form because form's not perfect. If it was perfect, it wouldn't exist. It would dematerialize. So you're recognizing your spirit inside is what you're doing. And so part of that process is to try to clean up any addictions or behaviors or attachments or defects that we're doing, because it seems to eclipse this realization of our inner self. This is why we try to improve ourselves, because we feel better. We're more aligned, and then the gate opens, and then there's more serenity, there's more feelings of contentment, and we like that. This is how it works. So catch yourself out if the spiritual ego is coming up, or you're watching somebody on YouTube, this is a trap, and you think you know how they are. You're like, whoa, this person's perfect. Look how they're talking. They don't ever get mad or anything. And then you get mad later and you start kicking yourself. Like, why can't I be? You don't know how they are. You're seeing them on YouTube for 10 minutes or an hour. You don't know how they are. Some people are just gifted speakers. They can just talk a bunch of nonsense. And then they go live in another way. So you don't know. You focus on yourself. You accept where you're at. Don't judge anybody, including your own self. Trust God. God to help you. The universe is going to help you. You can't buck this evolutionary process. That would mess the whole game up. We're here to struggle and fall and gain and then fall again and relapse and then make it. And you know, this is the game. This is the process. All right. What's another word? Oh. Another thing that really helps with spiritual growth is when and I've said it but I got to keep saying it, is when our life has spiritual continuity. What does that mean? It means you look through the different aspects in your life and you see what's are these areas vibing high? For example, the food that I eat, is it clean and pure and good and gives me energy? Do I feel good? You got to be intuitive enough to know. You can't just say, yeah, I can eat hot dogs and pizza, or I can eat fresh vegetables and rice or fruit juices, and I don't feel any difference. Hot dogs are the same. Okay, they're not. So you gotta have some intuitive discernment inside how you feel. So you eat the things that give you, that increase your vibration and your frequency. And then you look at all the other areas of your life, not to guilt yourself, but you're just looking, just sober looking without any judgment. Maybe you won't even change it, it's cool. You're just looking. That's what we're doing, we're looking. Look at the people you hang out with. Do they add something to your life? Are they giving you some spiritual oxygen, or are they taking it from you? For example, your romantic relationships, your friends, your family, etc. Look at that. The environments that you're staying in. Do you notice a difference? Like the environment that I'm in, or at the beach? Do you notice there's a different feeling between that, or if you go to some drunk party or bar or rave party? Okay, so you see the sun keeps coming. I don't know how to get out of it. It's all good. You check yourself and see, like, can some adjustments be made? Can I do some things that are more high vibing? That's all. You're looking. A real person who's interested in spiritual growth, that's your life. You're just looking. Not in an obsessive compulsive way, but you like looking. You just like it. Can I improve anything? Can I access this inner serenity any more than I am? This is fun. I'm gonna keep looking and see. It has to be like that. It's not a chore. It's not a job. It's not like, oh, you got to do this. If you feel like that, you got to look and see why you feel like that. All we're talking about here is being more conscious. I have another channel, Spiritual Renaissance, a little more advanced. If you guys want to see that channel, you're welcome. What's the third? Actually, I touched on the third. This sober looking introspection, self-reflection. You can do it at night. You can do it periodically through the day. Just do it whenever you want to do, and you just check yourself. How am I acting? I'm at the post office right now. There's a long line. I see that the person that works behind the desk, my mind says she's a little slow and dull. She don't understand what the people are asking her. I can see that. And so this is taking a lot of time. Man, why am I on this planet? Like, this is such a stupid planet. My mind's too fast for these people. Like you need to put me on a high level planet or something. See, you notice this self-talk, this dialogue. This is introspection. You catch it. You say, whoa. This is ego talking. This is not my higher self talking. God, how would you have me view or perceive this situation right now? Oh, okay, they're human beings like me. We're all in different evolutionary stages in our life. What was I like perfect from the time I was born? I like this saying in the Bible where the prostitute was running from the guys, and they wanted to stone her to death, and she found Jesus. She said, oh yeah, God, Jesus, can you help me? Because these guys are like, they're gonna kill me. And then Jesus asked him, said, okay, you want to stone her? All right, just one thing. Whoever here is without sin, has never sinned, you throw the first stone. Let's do it like that. They respected him enough, and he spoke with enough conviction and power that they reflected on that. And then she was saved. And what happened after that with her and Jesus, I don't know. There's speculation about that. So that's self-reflection. You do things like that. You check yourself. When you start judging somebody, just check. Just check, like, wait a minute, like, can I not hold a little space for them? Maybe a little compassion? Okay, like, can I find that anywhere in myself to do that? And you ask for a shift in consciousness, a shift in your perception. You want to shift because the ego is kind of dominating in that moment. This is how you do, this is spiritual growth. And you apply that whenever you can remember in any situation. All right, hope you got something from that video. Leave me any questions you have.